Hello, and welcome to episode 7 of Comics. Today we're going to do something that we have not done before. We're going to do a dual review. So, the comic book rather, that I am going to be reviewing is The Avengers number 7. For those of you who haven't been following the new Avengers line, it is, one of the lines in the new Heroic Age in Marvel. The Heroic Age is running through all Marvel comics. It's back to the basic heroes working together. Everything is good and right, just against a common enemy. No, betraying each other, no civil wars or anything. Just the basic Golden Age Marvel. I have, so far, been enjoying this Avengers run. It is the original Avengers. It's Iron Man, Thor, Hawkeye, Captain America, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Wolverine. All your favorites are there. One thing about the series is, it is a little confusing. The same can be said for this specific one. It's by Brian Michael Bendis, who I usually enjoy all the time. But I gotta say, this Avengers number 7 is probably my least favorite in the run so far. And I'll tell you why. First off, like I was saying, this is the most confusing so far, to me. I just, a lot of it's just blabber. Maybe I was tired when I was reading it. But it's parts of it are just so confusing. It's like, okay, can you please explain this to me a little bit better? The artwork, Mr. John Romita Jr., I don't know what it is, I just do not like his artwork. I mean, look at these. Doesn't that look boring? I mean, just these colors? I mean, this whole page is like, ugh. This guy right here, you see that guy's face? It's just crude and just not very well put together. I don't like it. I don't like his style of art. Look at this cover. Compared to this cover, which is one of the actual Hulk book covers, drawn by Ed McGuinness, my favorite artist of all time, without a doubt. I mean, just look at these two in comparison to each other. Tell me which one is better. Tell me which one is 1,000 times better. Hopefully, John Romita Jr. will not be on the series much longer. Sorry, I just don't really like his artwork at all. But this issue alone, I did not like very much. So I'm going to give it a 1.5 out of 5. 1.5. 1 is too harsh. Now let's say we're over to Richard, who I think has a little bit more of a positive review, because he's reviewing a much better book by a much better writer with a much better artist. So let's go over here.
I do, Carter! I really do have a better comic than you! Watching me do that in the monitor is gonna it scared the crap out of me, so if I give anybody nightmares, I apologize. So on the DC Comics side of things, I'm gonna be reviewing for you guys Detective Comics number 871, written by Scott Snyder with art by Jacques and, dang it, Francisco Francavilla. I butchered your name, didn't I? I'm sorry, it was hurting my dyslexia, so, we're even. So I've mentioned Scott Snyder on comics several times. I love American Vampire. I talked to him a couple of times, and I gotta say, I am proud to say this is the best Dick Grayson book I have read since Batman and Robin with Grant Morrison. So the story that Scott is brilliantly telling here, obviously Dick Grayson, as you know, is staying as Batman in Gotham City. He's not in the best mood right now because there's a lot of difficulties in kind of, coming to terms like, hey, I thought I was just doing this temporarily, but now that I'm doing this permanently, he's got a lot to think about. He's got a lot on his mind. At the same time, he also has to deal with a criminal named the Dealer who takes evidence from police headquarters from all these famous villains like Killer Croc, Mad Hatter, and sells them to high society folk. Now there's also a secondary story that Snyder writes that features this guy's art right here, and it focuses on Jim Gordon, and it's a very quick second feature, but it still develops a lot. There's a lot of depth and strength in that secondary story as well. And as for the main story, it is amazing. It's really good. Now the story itself it's straight up detective story. It's straight up, and I love it. It's a Detective Comics book, and it does exactly what the title says. It's a detective story, and we follow Dick Grayson while he's figuring everything out, and part one's pretty strong. It's a pretty amazingly well-written issue. Now, artistically, it is also amazing. Scott Snyder, I guess, when it comes to picking artists, the guy has a brilliant eye. He knows the best people to work on the stories he wants to write. Whether it's Raphael Albuquerque or Jacques, whichever, I don't know how to pronounce his name because it's just one word and I don't want to like mess that one up either. I messed up everyone else's names. But no, Jacques' artwork, I mean, look at this cover. This has got to be the best Batman-related cover I've seen in forever. I love it. I want this as a poster. If you know where it is as a poster, tell me. But yeah, the art is just amazing. It's so damn good. My favorite page. Let me get it to you. Right here. Boom. This is my favorite page of the whole book. Look at that. It's breathtaking. And the other guy, Francisco, what's his face? His artwork matches the secondary's title as well. Here's an example of his art. It works perfectly for what Snyder's doing for the secondary feature, and I cannot wait for either story in the next issue. 5 out of 5, easy. Scott, Jacques, Francisco, whatever your name is, however it's pronounced, you guys are brilliant together, and I cannot wait for your next issue.
But now it is my turn to do the opinion/comment of the day. That thing gets more dramatic every single week. I'm serious. By the time we're on like episode 50 or whatever, we're gonna have like a big old stage and like background dancers, people doing acrobatics all over the place, opinion/comment of the day, lights behind us. It's a big deal. So for my opinion/comment, Joss Whedon is directing the Avengers, as you know, but what he is not going to be involved in is the new Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot. They are moving on with a Buffy reboot without Joss Whedon and without any of the original actors in the series. And they did all this without even telling Joss Whedon beforehand. So it just came as a big, surprise to him, and I can't imagine why they wouldn't have at least asked him to be involved, let alone pay him millions of dollars to be involved. I don't know any original Buffy fans who are going to want to watch this. I am not going to want to watch this. What do you think? Do you think there's a chance that it can be good without Joss, or without any of the actors? I mean, in my mind, it's like, well, might as well hire Megan Fox and David Spade, get Michael Bay to direct. I don't understand why they're doing this. I really wish they weren't. And plus, a reboot? Is it that old? I don't know, that's just my opinion on it. Tell us what you think. Maybe you think there's a chance it could be good. I don't know. So that's all we got for you this week on comics.
Whoa! Don't leave yet! Whoa, stop right there! Sit back down and watch. There's 3 things you have to do real quick before you go, okay? You gotta click in this corner and watch Captain Crazy Part 1 and tell me what you think. You gotta click in this corner and watch last week's episode of comics if you missed it. Then you gotta click on my face or above my head, whichever you prefer, and watch my review of My Chemical Romance's new CD, Danger Days, The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys, and tell me what you think of that. Yeah. I'm demanding way too much and my voice is going away and I'm sorry. Way too much energy put into that. Have a happy Thanksgiving, guys. Bye.